Hey, Sam.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, you there? You there?
Yeah, man.
Hello? Oh, okay. Hey, I just called to talk about that Jason Ellis thing.
Yeah, so I guess we didn't finish talking about what happened with Jason Ellis yesterday. Where did we finish, or
No, I mean, you said a little more.
where did I leave it off?
I don't know. I don't remember what
You were
it was.
talking about how he wanted to. We get bigger guests at 10
right.
o'clock.
So that's all I said. I said that we wanted to save, we wanted to leave our show on till 11 because that's when we get great guests, and so we're going to leave it on till 11, and we get a best of hour starting at 7. It's not really a best of hour; it's a pre-recorded hour starting at 7. So that's the hours of the show. And then he started like saying, well, maybe I'll move to afternoons. And I was like, okay. Like, you heard me on the phone, right, Troy?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's fine. If you want to move to afternoons. And he goes, or maybe I'll move to another channel. And I go, well, what channel are you going to move to?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know. I was like, all right, well then, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Jim and Sam in the morning, Ellis in the afternoon sounds fine to me. Sounds like a decent lineup, but if he doesn't want to be on the channel, that's fine too. I don't care.
I don't know if he was he trying to see like that you'd care about it and be like, oh shit, we don't want to lose Ellis. We better move him up.
No, I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, my preference is Ellis be on the channel. I like having Ellis on the channel, but no, as long as I'm on the channel, I don't care. I don't care. Like in a big way.
Right.
If somebody asked me, Sam, write me a dream lineup for the channel, I could write you a dream lineup. But in terms of actually trying to create something, I just do my show.
Right.
And then that'll be it. And then I'll do other stuff, But that's as far as the channel goes. And then the point of contention, I think, was he said, I just don't understand why you wouldn't put the number one show on at the right time, meaning his show is the number one show. It should be on an hour earlier. And I, questioned, well, why do you think you're the number one show? And he said, well, I just think, aside from Stern, we're the biggest show. And I said, well, I think if you look at the channel that you've come over to and what the audience is, Jim and Sam is probably the number one show. And I didn't say that out of spite. I said that because I don't mind Ellis thinking he has the number one show, but he's not going to convince me he has the number one show. Yeah. I think I have the number one show. When I was doing my night show, I thought I had the number one show. Like, this, to me, is the priority show. A lot of that has to do with my name being in it, but also when I listen to what we're doing and what else is going on, granted, as I said, I don't pay that close attention to the other shows, but I feel like this is the show with by far the most growth potential, the most potential for audience, and just the best show. I think this is the best show on the channel. Is that crazy?
No, you're allowed to have that opinion.
What kind of cuck would I be if I didn't think I had the best show on the channel?
Yeah, why would you be like, oh, I think Ellis has a better show?
Aside from Ellis, we have the best show. No, I'll never say that. I think we have the best show on the channel, and I think a lot of people that listen to our show think that we have the best show. Some people that listen to Ellis' show think that he has the best show on the channel. I don't get offended by that. That's cool. I think they're probably wrong. A lot of people like our show.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. So what were you saying, Michael?
Yeah, well, the real question I had was why would he call you out of everyone? Like he number one, he doesn't call Norton. Of course he doesn't call Norton. And then
there is a theory. There's a theory around here that I'm in a lot of control and in a lot of power as far as what goes on at SiriusXM. I know Bonnie McFarlane was on, I think, Sherrod's podcast, Race Wars, recently, and Bonnie is under the impression that I had Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane show removed from the channel back when they were removed. I don't know exactly how or why, but that's the impression that she's under. I guess Ellis is under the impression that I can move people around in the morning slot. I don't know where this idea that I am the all-seeing, almighty ruler of the channel came about.
Evil Sammy Robertson.
Yeah, but I think if all these people, I respect Ellis, I respect Bonnie, I respect Opie. If all these people think that I'm kind of this powerful mastermind, I'm gonna start owning it.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? If everybody around you is saying you're an asshole, this is what Jim has said it all the time. If everybody around you is saying you're an asshole and you're saying I'm not, you're wrong, right? If everybody around me is saying I'm an evil mastermind who's in control of everything and I'm going, no, I'm not, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Well, it was pretty arrogant to put you on speakerphone on his show, and like call him his own show the best show on the channel, like with you on the phone. I don't understand. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Thank you, but do you know why? Did you have an observation about why he called me, or you were just questioning?
Well, yeah. Well, it was like question why he called you out of everybody. He didn't call corporate, obviously. He wouldn't put them on the show. Like, why he called you on speaker and put you on his show.
I'm the all-seeing almighty. What can I tell you? I'm, as they say, the man. You know? What are you going to do? I didn't put myself in that position, but I have been deemed fit to be named the man. I'll take it. I'll take on that responsibility.
I wonder why he wouldn't just call the channel boss.
E-Rock?
Or whoever it is.
I thought he was the channel boss. You can't call... Sometimes if E-Rock's the channel boss, I would have him in to ask him about it. I don't know if he's here yet, though. Let's go to Dan in Florida. What's up, Dan?
Yeah, so, like, I listened to Ellis yesterday, and I like Jason. His show's okay. I prefer your show.
That's nice.
I love your show.
Thanks.
But it sounded to me like what he was promised when he was taken off of Faction was that they're going to move him over to this channel. They're going to call it Faction Talk. It's going to slowly morph into his channel. That he's going to take over Opie's slot in the mornings when Opie's gone. He was promised something, a bill of goods, and now he's like just feeling.
Yeah, maybe
wait a minute.
that if that's true, then I'm sorry for him that he was promised all these things. I was not told that was any sort of plan. I was told under no question. Naming the channel Faction Talk does not, I was told many times, does not make it Jason Ellis's channel. And Jason Ellis is going to be one of the premier shows on the channel, as are we. And I think that's kind of the way to do a channel at the moment. I don't mind having a bunch of big shows on the channel, but it's so much. Why do people want more stress? Why would anybody want control of the channel? Why would you want to run the whole channel? Just do the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just do your show when you do your show, and then don't worry about it. It's serious. It's the easiest thing in the world.
I understand.
Unless he was promised a bunch of stuff. I don't know. Thank you, Dan.
I've heard him complain a lot about other shows on the channel. He's like, why are these guys on the channel? I don't like these guys. I think he really feels some ownership over the channel, and I think that's a little arrogant. I love you guys.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but, I don't.
Yeah, I understand his point of view. It makes sense to me, but.
And if you're promised a bunch of stuff and you don't get it, then of course you're going to be pissed. I'd be pissed too.
But then you should go talk to the person that made those promises.
Yeah, I didn't promise him that.
Yeah, you didn't do it.
No.
And,
And I'm in charge, so.
And if Ellis wants to move to afternoons, I would think that's cool. I mean,
I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I think that's like, okay, I listen to Jim and Sam in the morning, Ellis in the afternoons. Like, that's a power lineup.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I liked Opie being in that slot. I thought that's a show with a big audience. That's good for the channel. You got a big morning show, big afternoon show. Now put Jason, whatever. I don't know. Let's go to Arthur. Arthur, welcome to Jim and Sam.
Hey, Sam, just a question.
Yes.
If you're on the show, is that why you choose economy to fly everywhere?
That's true. If I have this much power, why am I still flying economy? I think the company should be flying me first class if I have this much power, right? Is that crazy? Most people that run shit, I should be getting private jets. God damn it! If I'm gonna be throwing people off the radio and changing up time slots and stuff, I should have some kind of access. I'm not asking to own a jet, but some kind of access at least. Let's go to Mark in San Diego. What's going on, Mark?
Oh, hi, Sam.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah?
I'm not to sound self-serving here, but please don't start the show an hour earlier. It's hard enough waking up with a reeling hangover at 5 a.m. to listen live. 4 a.m., I'd have to stay up all night, might lose my job. Come on, please, Sam, keep the hours the way they are. If anything, extend it an hour later, bro.
Well, thank you, buddy. And as of now, we have no plans to move the show. We recap what happened yesterday at 7. We do the show live from 8 to 11, and that's the way we like it. So I think that is the way it's going to stay for the foreseeable anyway, until, whoever's in charge decides to change it. Shane, you're back.
What's up, Sammy?
How you doing, buddy?
First of all, by far, you two buttfuckers have the best show on the station.
Oh, thank you. I mean, you could have phrased it differently, but
Here is the observation. Within the past week, Covino and Rich have beef with you. Ellis has beef with Nick DiPaolo and then drags you into it. Where's the station director? I mean, his workload has gotten significantly lighter in the past couple weeks, correct? Did he get shipped back to Wisconsin or something?
oh yeah, I don't know. I mean, E-Rock is the guy, right? E-Rock is the man around here. Why isn't E-Rock taking care of this? His talents fighting with each other. You know, you got two super talents like Sam Roberts and Jason Ellis. We should not be at contention. We should be getting along, right?
Yeah. He should be smoothing everything out.
He should be. We should be being mediated as we speak. Why is nobody mediating us? Did I
I'm
hear
worried
it?
about it's Eric Nagel.
Is that the problem?
Yeah.
Well, I would worry about that too. It's a great show. I don't know. Everybody, let's go to Adam. Oh, geez, Adam, you've been on hold for by far the longest. Adam, what's going on? Adam in Ohio.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, man, I'm so proud of you for standing up for yourself to that piece of shit, Ellis.
Well, I mean, look, it's the same thing. As much as I've gone through in this world we live in, at this point in my life, I'd be hard pressed to not stand up for myself in most situations. Like at this point, I've gone through a lot. I've been kicked the shit out of plenty of times. When I see a scenario where I don't need to be playing the role of bitch boy, I probably won't play that role. If Jason Ellis decides to fight me in a cage, I will probably play the role of bitch boy and play that role very well. He will destroy me. But, well, you know, if we're having a conversation on the air, then we'll either get along or we'll have different opinions. But I'm not.
Well,
you know.
You know, he put you on the air just so he could try to embarrass you and make you back down on his show.
I think that's the other thing. I think he was doing that, and I think Covino and Rich were doing that too. And like, I don't know, these guys got to do their homework. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm not that guy.
I tried. I can't stand his show.
Okay,
I flat out admit that. I tried to listen to his show last night, and he went on to talk about dogs and puppies and how you're supposed to hug them and all this crap and take them into restaurants and everybody else can. He physically makes me pissed just to listen to his show.
Yeah. I
have to go to Howard Stern during his show, and I can't stand Howard Stern.
I agree. You do have to hug dogs, but I didn't, I talk about Mike and the Mad Dog, but I didn't talk about puppies and dogs tonight. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate the call. I see a lot of phone calls coming through. I don't want to just sit here and trash Ellis because that's not really what it's about. But if this is true, Brian in Kentucky, what's up? Brian, you there? He said Jason said he has more Instagram followers than Jim and Sam. Is that true? Probably. I don't know if contractually we're paid by Instagram followers though. It's more subscribers to Sirius and listeners who like the show. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's not Sam. But, yeah, I don't...
It'd be funny if that's a negotiating point.
Look at my Instagram, bro.
Look at
bro, are you even on my gram right now? Like, I think I got like 50,000 followers or something like that on Instagram. That's not bad, right?
That's good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not like... I'm not paid by Instagram. So it's not... I'd love to have more followers on Instagram. It's a status symbol. I'm verified on Instagram. Does that get me a bonus?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Judd Apatow's walking in the room.
Oh, yes.
Thank God.
I've been waiting for.
Yes, this is it. This is it.
This room used to be so crowded. It's only you that's left, Sam.
I know, it's it. We're slowly everybody's just falling off one by one by one.
It's the Sam channel now. What happened? What happened while I was gone? That's
I don't know.
The question.
We were actually just talking about that a lot of the other hosts on the channel, I guess everything's in uproar now and people are insecure, and there are people who are legitimately, I believe, think that I'm some kind of evil manipulative mastermind who has designed this all to eventually just become the Sam channel.
This is how it happens. This is how the world works, which is there's a guy, and you don't think he's the guy, and then you realize, wait a second, the last man standing.
Right.
Sam and Donald Trump.
That's it. It's the two of us, and we've somehow taken control. And everybody else, you're right. They don't see it coming. He'll never win. I don't even have to vote. Who's going to do that?
Exactly. What, the guy from The Apprentice is going to be the president?
Right.
Sam is going to get his own channel?
That's never going to happen.
What I find most hilarious is this week, Clay Aiken